Hey, and it looks like we are live. So let me go ahead and give the greeting. On this episode of YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan, we're going to talk about YouTube channel ideas that will blow up in 2021 as presented by Salma Jafri. And as always, I'll provide updates on open invites and collaborations. Welcome to YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan. If you want to grow your influence through YouTube, then hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. If you've joined us on the replay, welcome. Jump in and leave your comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And for those of you who have joined us live, well, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I am so glad you are here with me, and I'd love to know how you celebrated New Year's Eve and a New Year's Day. It's been so long since I've been on. I'm having a little bit of time trying to figure out, okay, so now where is this and where is that? And how do I check this and how do I check that? So there is a few people that have jumped on to say hello. So let's do that. So Grandma Sandy was on earlier and then jumped off and said, hopefully she'll make it back for tonight's chat. And then my sister Darcy says, hello, Denise, and hello, Sister Circle. Happy New Year, everyone. And may 2020 be our best year. Yes, I am claiming it, Darcy. I am claiming it right now that 2021 is going to be our best year. And then Creating with Miss K is on. So, hey, Kay, it's good to have you. And I just learned today that Crafty Nana 6200 is your sister. And then there is Sandy from Sister Cousins Lifestyle. Happy 2021 to you as well. And then there is Cheryl from iStyle My Style. How you doing? It's good to have you with us as well. And Gladys from Gigi's Bazan for the Love of Decor has joined us. And look at here, around the house it was Cheryl is saying Happy New Year to everyone. Cheryl, it's been a minute since I've seen you, and it's always good to welcome you here. And then Crafty Nana 6200 has joined us, and her sister, Miss K. Is it Styling with Miss K? Creating with Miss K is already here. So yes, they're sisters. And then Mary Keys, Happy Home Decor. Hi, Mary Keys, Happy Home Decor. And I'm thinking, Mary Keys, have you been with us before, Mary? I can't remember. It's been a minute. So if you are new here, welcome to the Sister Circle. You have joined a group of like-minded creators, mostly women. We have one brother, and he hasn't been with us for a while, but we have banded together to grow our YouTube channels one subscriber at a time. We are here to support one another. So, and then there's Carol from My Blessed Nest. She said she was sick New Year's Eve, and her and hubby went to Prada on New Year's Day for Italian street food. Okay, well, me and the hubby were home for New Year. Of course, we were home for New Year's Eve. I mean, like, where is there to go right now? But we just kind of hunkered down here at the house, and we watched a comedy called The Death to 2020. And it featured Samuel Jackson and Leslie Jones. And you know, both of those two are nuts. It was hilarious. And then we watched the ball drop in Times Square. So we had a very quiet New Year's Eve, but it was uneventful, which is good. And let's see, Cheryl, I've already spoken to you. Oh, there's Nikki. January 1st is feast day for us Catholics, which starts New Year's Eve. Okay, so she was busy working on church things, which is good. It's always good there. And Nikki, are you new? Let me get that. Are you new to us, Nikki? If so, ladies, welcome Nikki as well. I'm not sure if she's been here before or not. And then Clarissa is here with us. So I must have missed it when Clarissa jumped on. And Mary says, yes. Oh, there's Clarissa. Mari says she's been greeted. And then she said, yes, she's been here on a few occasions. Hey, Scott Dawson. Scott is here with us tonight. And you know what, Scott? I have been missing you. And if I am not mistaken, have you created a new channel? Are you focusing more on tech now instead of on cooking? Because I thought I'd been seeing a Scott Dawson that's been popping up in my feed. And that you're the only Scott I could think of. So inquiring minds want to know. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Piata. Okay. So let's get Scott off there. And Her Healthy Home is on with us tonight. Hey, lady, it's good to have you on as well. She's got a very nice homesteading channel. You guys should check her out. And let's see, we spoke to Gladys. And let's see who else is here that we have not greeted just yet. Oh, Mary from Rocky Mountain Gardens is on with us tonight. Hey, Mary, it's always good to have you with us as well. And yes, Happy New Year to everyone. Oh, okay. So Nikki says, yes, she's new. Sorry, she didn't know this topic was for YouTube channel. Nikki, you are fine. You are welcome to be here. We frequently have a lot of people, well, not a lot. We frequently have several people, and there's 2 or 3 that come frequently who do not have YouTube channels, but they just like to hang out with us and see what it is we're talking about. So you are perfectly welcome to be with us here tonight. So no problem. It's all good. So you're welcome to be here. Shawnee on the spot. Hey, Shawnee, it's good to have you with us as well. And let's see who else is here. Looks like Grandma Sandy did get back. So, hey, Sandy. And Cheryl says it was quiet on the home front for New Year's as well. They had a fabulous seafood dinner with crab and lobster and watched the ball drop. I didn't really make anything on New Year's Eve, but I did make the traditional New Year's Day dinner where I made black-eyed peas with chicken in it and a delicious ham bone that I had saved over from Christmas. And I made brown rice and we had that. And then there was apple pie and that kind of thing. And some leftover collard greens. So yeah, that's what we had for New Year's. And it sounds like, let's see, I missed a couple people. So I want you guys to see Kimberly Davis is here, and her new channel is called A Blessed Home or A Blessed Home with Kimberly Davis. So hey, Kim, glad to have you here. You've got a new name. Marilyn also has a new name too. Oh, excuse me. Let's see, who else do I need to greet? Cheryl from My Everyday Wife. Michelle from My Everyday Wife Life has joined us as well. So hey, Michelle, it's good to have you with us. And let's see. And there's Her Healthy Home. She's there to visit. And Wendy, always busy. Hey, Wendy, it's always good to have you with us as well. And I think that is everyone. So I've greeted everyone. Looks like I've got 23 people on. If I could have 23 thumbs up, that would be great, because of course that always helps my channel out. And so what you guys sipping on? I just have water tonight and my throat is already a little dry and scratchy. But I had a late coffee, so I don't want to have anything else with, even the decaf coffee has caffeine in it. So I don't want to have anything else like that. So I just have water tonight. And let's see. Okay. So just to kind of get things started, I did want to mention that tonight's video assignment is YouTube channel ideas that will blow up in 2021. Meta trends to look for by Salma Jafri. Ladies and gents, I looked at that video and oh my goodness, Salma was dropping fire on that video. So if you have not seen it, please do take the time to work through it. I'm going to pull up a couple of her slides as we go through. I've learned to mute the video so that I don't get in trouble for having like somebody else's sound on there. And then I'll just scrub through it and show you a couple of slides. But I just thought it was pretty darn good. Just amazing. So if you've not watched it, you've got to see it. So, so if Marilyn is here, I haven't seen her, but I know she has changed her name. I don't know what it is yet, but I know she's here. So Michelle said, oh, coffee, yeah. And I had decaf coffee, but still, you know, there's a little bit of caffeine in there. And then Karen from This Made Her Mom said it's water for her tonight as well. And Gigi is having water. And look at Sandy, girlfriend's having red wine. I am not mad at you, and it definitely should help you sleep tonight too. So that sounds pretty good. And then Kimberly Davis is drinking water, and Michelle she's drinking coffee, not water tonight. Okay. And then Cheryl is drinking ginger water. And you know, Cheryl, I am just learning about the benefits of ginger in health and digestion and all of that. So, but ginger's a little bit spicy. So, but I've got a couple different kinds of ginger tea, lemon ginger, and then a ginger spice. And then Nana has got grape juice. And let's see. Andrea said she watched the video. It was a good one and she enjoyed it. Ladies and gents, I am telling you, if you've not watched this video, you've got to watch it because she just blew me away. So Mary says she can't wait to watch it. And Mari is telling Kimberly Davis she loves her new channel name. I like your new name too, Kim. I think it's beautiful. Mari's got tamales with a cup of coffee. Now, that's an interesting combination. And let's see. People are saying they like Kimberly's new name. And then Stephanie at Creatively Miss Me has jumped on and she's drinking tea. And then Mary has ice water. And ladies, let's throw in a circle up. I have not been able to find the emoji on this new site. So if you can just kind of throw in some circle ups, that would be good. And for those of you who are new with us tonight and you're wondering what's the deal with these red circles, well, it just means that we are getting ready to get down to business, to take action, to do what needs doing, to grow these YouTube channels one subscriber at a time, because we are going to claim 2020, we're going to claim 2021. 2021 is going to be our year. So let me just go ahead and get right into it. And before I get started talking about Salma's video, let me talk about P.O. boxes. And I have to tell you, let me see, where did I put it? Right there. So I want to talk about P.O. boxes just for a minute. And I have a new P.O. box, and I'm going to put the number in my description, not in my description box, but I'll put it on my about page. I'll do that sometime tonight or tomorrow because I just got it, and I got it under duress. You guys, some of you will remember my sister Mickey from Live, Laugh, Love, and Pray. Well, she's reviving her YouTube channel and she's coming up with a different name, but she insists that I need a P.O. box. And her rationale is that you really don't want to have people sending all these products to your home because you never know if it's someone nefarious and, to have your home address and send you some kind of contraband, something or whatever, and that you should have things sent to a P.O. box. And then the problem, though, for me, sometimes with the P.O. box is that there are some brands that won't send to a P.O. box. So what I have learned is that your post office will give you an address that reads like an apartment number or a house number. So let's say your post office is, we'll say it's the Allen County post office. And the address for that is 521 East Wabash Avenue, South Bend, Indiana, 46804 or something like that. But it'll put your P.O. box number in there. So let's say, so that's your post office address. Well, then if you have a P.O. box, the number you would put in would be, let's say you're this and that with Denise Jordan, and you would put in the 521 Wabash Avenue, and then you would just put hashtag, which stands for number, which, hashtag used to just mean number. Now it's hashtag, but you would put in hashtag 56782 or whatever your P.O. box number is. And then South Bend, Indiana, 46804. And so it reads like it's an apartment number. And so the brand would send the P.O. box to that. So let me just ask you guys out there, who has a P.O. box? I'm interested to know. Oh, and Clarissa is with us. Hi, Clarissa. I didn't see you earlier, or if I did, I didn't greet you. So Cheryl says she just opened a P.O. box as well for the year for friend mail and collabs with companies and such. And yes, and I kept thinking, I rarely get friend mail. And I thought, well, I can't get any friend mail if I don't have a way for people to reach me. And sometimes people will send me an email and ask me for my address, and I've sent it to them, especially after I've gotten to know you here on YouTube. But if I had the P.O. box number there, they would just make things a lot more streamlined. So I'm going to be putting that P.O. box number in. So Cheryl said she just got one. And let's see, Scott said he literally just signed up for a P.O. delivery address with Canada Post, and he just needs to go in and confirm his ID. We had to drive in. Me and Mick went together because we're going to share the P.O. box. But we had to drive in. We both had to take ID and all that kind of stuff to confirm it. I mean, we couldn't do it online. We could sign up for it online, but to verify and validate it, we had to actually go in physically and take 2 forms of ID to have all that done. So Scott said he's just got one as well. Okay. So, and then Cheryl says it's good to know. So yes, Cheryl, there are some brands that won't send to a P.O. box. So now let me just I'm going to make sure I get you off of there. So let's say you would type in I style my style. And then let's say the address is 520 or whatever number I put in there, West Washington Street. And let's say that's your post office number. And then you would put in hashtag 678432. That's your P.O. box. And then South Bend, Indiana, 46844, whatever. Now, none of those numbers that I just put in are accurate. But what I'm showing you is just that, this would be your name, just like you would typically, and then the address of the post office in your city. And they would give you this information, though. And then, so here's your street address, and then your post office box, because it's important that you do put in the number for your P.O. box, because what she explained to me is if you just put in the name and the address and not the P.O. box number, they don't know who you are. And she said they'll keep it for 30 days. And then if you don't get the right information to them, if they don't get it clarified, then they send it back to whoever sent it. So here's the name of the P.O. box owner. Here is the address here of your local post office. And typically, they will tell you what address to use, but then you put in the hashtag and your P.O. box number. It's important that that's there. And then your city, your state, and the zip code. And what I forgot to put on there is you would also have another 4-digit zip code number that probably is related to your P.O. box. But if they didn't explain all that to you when you got your P.O. box, you want to either go online and check on it or give them a call, unless you're going to be going back in there. And let's see. Kay said she has a P.O. box. Mary does not have one. And Andrea is getting ready to sign up for one. So good. So I just thought I would just share that information. I just kind of had that on my list of notes for us to address tonight, just real quickly. Okay, so now looking at Salma Jafri's video, like I said, Salma was on fire with the information that she was sharing tonight. And her video is, where is it? YouTube channel ideas that will blow up in 2021. Now, that is the name of her video, and it is already linked in the description box. And like I said, if you have not seen it, you do need to take a look at it. I want to get that off of there. You do want to take a look at it. But one of the things that she talks about is how to use meta trends to identify either ideas for a YouTube channel and build a YouTube channel around that, or ideas for topics for your YouTube channel. And I was thinking metadata, like what the heck is, well, meta trends, what are meta trends? And she explains that meta trends are groups or groupings of trending topics. So, for example, one of the things that she talked about in the video was the trending topic of home ergonomics. And then the meta trends under that would be several different things that are, oh, I didn't put it up there. Sorry. There we go. So meta trends then would be a group of trends within a group of trends within a trend. So you've got some trends within a trend that could serve as subtopics within that particular trend. And I just thought, okay, so like, what are we talking about? So the example that she gave, and let's see if I can find it. Oh, wait, I got to do the share screen. Now, for those of you who are new, I am just learning this new format, this StreamYard. So I'm still learning it. So sometimes I have to take my eyes away from this screen to find something else. So let me just get my iPad thing brought up so that I can see what you're seeing here. So and I should have had this pulled up earlier, but I have to tell you, I was just no, let me get that. Okay. So let me get the voice turned down on my iPad so that I don't hear that talking. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take that off the screen. Why is that still on there? I'm going to cancel that for a second. Click on that to hide it. Now I'm going to click on share screen, Chrome tab, and it is this one. So now let me back this up just a little bit. So what I did was I pulled up Salma's channel. And now, can you guys see that okay? If you let me know if you can see it or if you can't. Because looks like my iPad is delayed, but it looks like you should be able to see it okay. So, okay, there it goes. So one of the things that she did was she talked about 3 different websites, one of which I was not familiar with. But she talked about Google Trends, and this particular topic from Google Trends is like trends.google.com. It doesn't spell like you would think that it would, but also exploding topics, which I had not heard of. And this exploding topics is owned by Brian Dean and two others. But Brian Dean also has a channel called Backlinko. And so he's a pretty good YouTube guru, so to speak. And so there's that. But so this is exploding topics. And then the Google search bar as well. And so one of the things that she did was to type in a topic that was on, I'm going to stop this right here. She went to Google Trends, and I'll pull up a Google Trends page. Like this is Google Trends right here. And it's, if you look here, it's trends.google.com. So this particular one right here is on bread making, and I'll come back to it again. But what she did though was she typed in Google Trends into the search bar, and then different things came up. And so this is what came up when she typed in ergonomics. And there's a little screen on there that will show you what are some of the rising topics in that category or additional terms. So she typed in worldwide. She left the date in from 2008 to present. But look what came up under ergonomics, or rather under home office and that kind of thing. Well, laptop stand, ergonomic chair, as well as blue light glasses. Now, all of this has to do with the home office industry, is what I meant to say. So people that are having to work from home, and what are some of the things they need to do or they need to buy or need to be concerned about? Well, these are some of the rising topics in the area. And if you look down here, you can see the different ones represent each of the different topics. Like here's the blue, the red, and the yellow. Well, look at all the different things that fall under there. So now she presented this particular area as a channel idea. For example, if you were just starting a YouTube channel, she was suggesting that you start a YouTube channel around the work from home industry would allow you to blow up in 2021. And if you think about it, how many of us have seen people do videos on working from home, my home office, the different kind of things that you need, not to mention if you're looking at the computer all day at home now, which may be a little bit differently from previously. Well, these blue light glasses are something that you may be using, or you may need a different kind of chair, that kind of thing. So I thought this was pretty darn cool. So this was one of the ideas for new channels that she shared with us. All right, so I'm going to scrub this along a little bit more. And then let's see, laptop stand, ergonomic chair, blue light glasses. Okay, we've already had that one. So then on keywords everywhere, which is a paid feature, Google Trends is not paid, but or it's not one you have to pay for, but keywords everywhere, which a lot of us were using a couple years ago, is now a paid feature. So, but she looked on there to see, and the best blue light glasses were something that popped up on the keywords everywhere, and it showed how high a demand that was. It showed what the click per unit. I can't remember what the CPC stands for, but it's like the click per something, cost per click. And you can see this one is $2.65 per click. As you all know, and if you don't, I'm going to tell you now that different YouTube niches and topics are worth different amounts of money. Business channels get more money than do, let's say, homemaking channels and that kind of thing. But look at how you can find some of these different ideas. And all of these ideas come under blue light glasses. Now, the thing that struck me when she talked about this was that you could not only create a channel like this, but also create affiliate links where you could post links to Amazon or other places that sold these kind of products that you can grow a financial resource from those type of products. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, am I interested in doing something like this? No. But how many of you out there already talk about either some kind of tech? And Scott, tell me if I was wrong that you were maybe doing something different with your channel in regards to tech or something like that. Might these be some things you might want to address? Or for those of you that are working from home and maybe doing some vlogging about that, maybe you might address some of these kind of topics on your channel in regards to that. But if it's not on brand, don't even consider it. But okay, let me just scrub a little bit more because I was just so impressed with this. Then the next thing she did was she actually went to YouTube to kind of see what were some of the kind of videos that were there. And this is what impressed me the most. And I'm going to bring the pointer. So here's what she did. She looked at, first of all, if the topic popped up on YouTube videos and how many views they got. So this one got like 50,000 views on this particular channel. And you can kind of see here the volume that people are looking for, it, click through it, click per cost per click, that kind of thing. But the other thing was like how recent, this was 7 months ago. And then the other thing she told us to look at was how large is the channel that is posting this video. For example, this particular one, I believe, got many more views on this video than the number of subscribers they have warrants. So I thought, So here's another one that she shared, and she said the best affordable blue light glasses, which you can all get from Amazon. So these are affiliate links that these people are rocking in their description box. So if you go to Amazon and buy those glasses, or you don't buy those glasses, you buy something else. For 24 hours, Amazon keeps the cookies for you visiting the Amazon store through her doorway, through her link. She gets affiliate income from that. But now look at the number of subscribers that she has. 6,000, just a little more than 6,750 subscribers. So not quite 7,000, but look how many views she got. So what Salma says is that this information shows you that this is a really great topic to make a video on. So again, if you're just thinking about starting a new YouTube channel, is this something you could build a channel about? Or if you wanted to host a second channel, is this something that you could start a channel about? Now, let me look over here. So I'm going to look this way now because my iPad is down here and I can see the comments. So let me see if people are asking questions. So okay, you guys can see it, so that's good. Let's see. Okay, you guys are just talking to each other, so that's fine. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and move on. And this was another one that she shared with us. Again, this particular person has less than 2,000 subscribers, but look at the number of views that they got. And again, look at the date too. So these are also pretty current. Notice they've got their little hashtags up there as well. So these are definitely good topics that you can make if it's relevant for your channel. But if nothing else, just following the process that she used in coming up with this topic. And she shared with you one of the trending topics that she has already researched. So I thought that was pretty interesting. What is this one? So then the other trending topic, the other meta trend that she talked about was budgeting. And she said one of the things that she's been seeing quite a bit was extreme budgeting. And why are people talking about budgeting or extreme budgeting? Well, you know what? Right now, people are hurting. They don't have money. Many people are out of work. They're struggling with putting food on the table. They're very, very concerned about that. So budgeting is huge right now, and extreme budgeting, because they have to really tighten their belts and figure out how to use what they have. So this was one of the meta trends that she found that related to budgeting overall. And then when she niched it down, there was extreme budgeting and other kinds. So this person has 1.3 thousand subscribers and got over 16,641 views on this video. Excuse me. So again, this is quite a few more views than you would typically expect for a person with just this number of subbies. So that's something to think about. Is everybody with me on this? If this is making sense for you, let me know. Yeah, is everybody with me on this? Because I was just like so blown away by how she was walking me through this. I looked at some of these sites before, but not quite like this. One of the other ones she mentioned was having to do with homeschool. She called it ed tech. And I can't type it in here. I'll see if I can type it in over here. She called it ed tech, but it has to do with the education technology and this whole world that is surrounding school from home right now. And so these are some different, let's see, where's my little arrow? So these are some different terms that fall under that trend of ed tech. And so ed preply and outschool, and I don't even know what that is, but these are just some other ideas that she came up with around the homeschooling technology. So her thought was, could you build a channel around that topic? You know, if you're a homeschooling person, maybe, or can you come up with video ideas for your channel that you already have around that topic, if it's on brand for you? So that was just something to think about. And what she's showing here is the interest over time. So if you look at, starting in 2004 to present, look at how right now here in 2020, how much of that is being searched. So definitely it is a good topic to build a school around. And this is more stuff related to OutSchools, which I'm really not sure what an OutSchool is. So it sounds like OutSchool might be some kind of a program that helps with homeschooling. But this person has 2.4 thousand subscribers and is getting quite a few number of views. Now, this was the other thing that I noticed too when I was looking at Salma's video. So she looked at the number of subscribers that the person had, because what she wanted to do was look at a channel that had a small number of subscribers, or I should say a moderate number of subscribers, and that were getting large numbers of views, that were getting probably more than you would expect, to consider whether or not this was a good topic. Because if you look at someone with millions of subscribers and they're getting millions of views, well, then it just kind of all makes sense. But if they've got a small number of subscribers like this and they're getting this kind of views, well, then it's like there's something interesting going on here. So Scott says he has a friend that started homeschooling this year, and he's been suggesting that they make a YouTube channel. Yes, definitely. They should definitely do that. So people are saying they're with me and that they get it. I tell you what, I'm loving Salma Jafri. And I like her approach. She has a soft approach that I like. And when I say soft, I just mean it's more of a feminine approach that I like. Whereas I do listen to a lot of guys and they're great, but they have such a hard, whereas I like Salma's more kind of rounded, cozy approach. I just like her. So on this particular slide here, they were talking about another meta trend, which I have noticed, but really didn't key into. And that one has to do with small homes or tiny homes or little houses. And I will admit, when I would see a lot of these little tiny home videos pop up in the suggested bar on the right-hand side of my search bar or my YouTube bar, I'd be like, why are they having all these little tiny home videos? Well, I guess tiny homes is really the thing right now because people are having to work from home. They're trying to be more economical. So they're using small space to create living situations or work from home situations. So I thought that was quite interesting. Now, is that something that I'm interested in? No. Is it something I would want to build a channel around? No. But my niece has just started a real estate YouTube channel. Now, you better believe I'm going to give her a call and tell her about this tiny home rising topic and get her thoughts on how she can make that work for her real estate business. But when you look here under, now this is on Google Trends. If you look at the 3 topics that popped up under the tiny homes, you see tiny house, small house, and container homes. These are the search terms that you can put in and more stuff comes in. But this is what's most recent. Like this is here in 2020. So I thought, hey, that's pretty darn good. So there's that. And then here's one, living in a container home. This one was posted in August and they had 98,954 views. This person only has 917 subscribers. Now that's crazy. They've got almost 100,000 views and they only have 917 subscribers. So that just lets you know there's a lot of interest in tiny homes or container homes. So if you are living in a tiny home, a container home, or a small home, because I mean, I don't know what situation you guys are living in, that might be something you might want to start a channel about. I'm just saying. Okay, let's see what else. She has a viewer of the week and she talked to them. Oh, the other thing which she mentioned, which was like boom for me, was about food cooking products are really trending. And that I was aware of, but I hadn't thought about it the way she presented it. And some of the information I just was like ignoring. But look at what were the trending topics under cooking products. Air fryer. How many folks got an air fryer for Christmas? I didn't get an air fryer, but I got my husband a Ninja Foodie air fryer for Christmas. You know, I'm going to learn how to work that puppy and I'm going to do some videos on how to use that Ninja Foodie. Oh, and then look over here. Ninja Foodie was one of the rising topics. And an Instant Pot. I've got an Instant Pot. I've probably done 6 Instant Pot videos over the past year. Why don't I do one at least every other week? Because I've been asked several times by my viewers for more Instant Pot recipes. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Now, there is a channel that all they do is Instant Pot recipes. It's 6 Sisters Stuff. And all they do is talk about cooking food in an Instant Pot. They have built a very nice channel around that. Can I grow some subscribers and grow some revenue using Instant Pot videos? Probably. I'm going to certainly give it a try. The air fryers or the Ninja Foodie air fryer, I'm going to figure that out. Now, how many of you out there can possibly consider some video topics or a video channel? I know, Clarissa, you do some cooking down there. I'm not sure if Leona is on with me or not, but Michelle, you do some cooking as well. So can you consider doing some videos related to these topics? So I like the way, again, cooking products was the category, and then air fryer, Instant Pot, Ninja Foodies, and you know there are others that are out there. So I was so excited about that one. So I took a bunch of notes on that, and I'm going to go back and watch this video again, and then I'm going to walk through this process. And I see my sister Cal has joined us. Hey, Cal, good to see you. Now, this is one person that you brought up. 16.2 thousand subscribers, and look how many views on their video 10 easy air fryer recipes. Now, Kasuri and Phillips extra large. I'm thinking, I thought I saw either Diva, don't you have one of those Kasuri air fryers? And I'm thinking, doesn't Kenya have one of those Kasuri air fryers? These are videos that you guys can consider making, or I should say products you can consider making videos around if it makes sense for your YouTube strategy. And I want everyone to hear me when I say, if it makes sense for your YouTube strategy. Because if you're a DIY channel, this doesn't make sense for you. But if you're a lifestyle channel that does cooking, this makes a whole lot of sense for you. So consider that. Okay, let's see. So then she showed you how you can make this work for your own channel, not trying to start a new channel, but by using your own channel and the kind of ideas that you might want to do. And she approached it from the perspective of candle making, but I did a little bit of looking around myself. And so I went to Google Trends and I typed in bread making. And then I also typed in the comparison with biscuits. And because, I know bread making has been trending, and a lot of my subscribers have been asking me to do something on bread making, and I'm working those into my plans for the first quarter of the new year. So I thought, let me just see what bread making looks like on Google Trends. And again, note, this is the address for Google Trends. It's backwards. It's trends.google.com when you want to use it. So I typed in bread making and went to see what they had all about that. And then you can also do a comparison. So then I typed in biscuits. And so to see like what's trending in regards to that. So notice the bread making is in blue. And so just bread making itself since January 2020, notice it's been relatively flat, which I'm surprised at because I've been seeing lots of people and lots of comments about bread making, but look at biscuits. Look how biscuits have really been trending nicely. And I was thinking, I just made some buttermilk biscuits and I thought, I need to do that video. And I probably did film it, but I've yet to get it edited. So Diva says, yes, she has a Corsory air fryer. She likes that idea. Okay, so now, boom, Michelle, that's the question of the day. And I don't know how to show it on this. Let me see if I can get it up there. Well, I can't show it because I don't want to mess up the screen. But Michelle has a question. Her question was this. And it looks like I'm frozen. I hope I'm not frozen. Okay, I'm not. So Michelle's question was, so we worried about subbies when we should be more worried about views? Yes. So I attended a YouTube workshop yesterday online. It was a virtual one. And one of the things that Sean Cannell talked about yesterday was that for 2021 is all about views. So subscribers are nice, but it doesn't matter if you've got 100,000 subscribers if they're not watching your YouTube videos. Some people will come, watch one video, click subscribe, and never come back. But you'll get people that will jump in and they will watch your videos and never subscribe. So watch time is king. What you want to worry about for 2021 is watch time. You want to get that watch time up. Now, how can you do that? By creating content that your people want to see. My people have been asking me about bread making. So I've been putting that on my calendar. Why haven't I done more on that yet? I don't know, but I'm going to take care of that problem in the next quarter. No, this is the next quarter. It's 2021 now. So yes, this is the next quarter. So I'm going to take care of that this quarter. But look at this. So, I typed this in and so it's showing me bread making here. And this is biscuits and this is bread making, different regions, that kind of thing. And then I went to a site called Exploding Topics. Now, this is one of the ones that Salma mentioned to us, and I had never heard of that before. And I had a little trouble finding a good topic here. But here is the URL right here, explodingtopics.com. And I typed in bread making and nothing came up. And then I typed in how to make bread and then nothing came up. And then they gave me some suggestions, bread recipe. So I typed in bread recipe as the keyword, and it said the growth in this topic is up 41%. And this says over a period of, let's see, let me go with 1 year. So the growth of this topic is up 57% in a period of 1 year. And you can see it really peaked in April. So most of the lockdowns occurred right around the end of March and the 1st of April. So a lot of people were into bread making because they were locked at home and they were trying some new skills and that kind of thing. And then it's kind of gradually gone down as we came out of some of the lockdowns and that kind of thing. But notice it still kind of popped up here and there, and it's peaked again a little bit in December, as more and more states start to kind of ease back into somewhat of a lockdown because of the growing pandemic or just interest. But look at that. Isn't that interesting? And then look at some of the topics that fall under there. Bread improver, which I am not sure what that is, but look how many searches a month is on that. 3.6 thousand searches a month on a bread improver. And then bread maker, appliances that aid in making bread. 60,000, 60.5K, that's up 84%. And then vegan recipes for bread without, oh my goodness, without any animal-based products. That is up. Nope, it's not up, it's down. So the growth for that is down 18%. Search is about 90,000.5 a month. But can I do anything with any of those categories? Heck yeah, I could. So Cal said she likes biscuits better than cornbread. Well, you know, when you think about quick breads, I'm planning quick breads, which include biscuits and cornbread and simple muffins and things like that. And then Clarissa said everyone and their sister was making banana bread. Banana bread was one of the ones that was trending when I clicked on bread making. Banana bread came up. Why haven't I made banana bread? I got plenty of frozen bananas in the freezer. I don't know. My husband loves it, but I bet you I will make some. And then here's the other thing. Okay, so now let's back up for a second. I'm going to click on this bread improver just to see what it gets us, because I don't know what the bread improver is. But we can see how it's been peaking here. But the growth of the bread improver is up 100%. Categories include product, food, home, and health. But I don't know what a bread improver is. But then other related topics include bread recipe, bread maker, and chickpea bread. So gluten-free for that chickpea thing. So think about what kind of appliances could I put in my description box with affiliate links that I could possibly get some revenue from. What is a bread improver? I'm going to just check real quick what that is. And for those of you who are new here, and I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking over here, you know, we're pretty informal here. So it's usually like just us ladies and our one gent. So we just kind of go with the flow. So what is a bread improver? There's a bread improver powder on Amazon. Okay, so a bread improver is a blend of ingredients that activate the gluten and helps produce gas, which assists and improves the processes of dough kneading and fermentation. The result is a lighter loaf with better texture and keeping qualities. So who knew? I'm going to be finding out a little bit more about that, and that's something that I can certainly do on my channel. So yeah, so Mary's laughing. She said she was one of those sisters that was making banana bread. Hey, yeah, she was doing the right thing. And Clarissa said she made some too. Well, I guess I better make some. I better jump on that bandwagon. But again, bread improvers, some kind of a blend of ingredients to improve your bread. So who knew that that was even available? Hmm. I'm going to see if I can back this up now without losing my, okay, so now I'm back to where I was. So bread recipe, bread maker, chickpea bread. This is under the bread improver. Let's go back a second now. Oh, I didn't want to go back that far. So this was the homepage, well, one of the home pages on this exploding topics. And this is the food trends, the latest, tastiest trends in foods, beverages, etc. So look what they have down here, CBD gummies. Seriously? But here's something that I just heard about the other day. I had no clue. Melatonin gummies. They are chewy candies designed to help you sleep. How did I hear about them? Well, my sister said she took some gummies to help her sleep. I'm like, what kind of gummies help you go to sleep? There's gummies that are infused with melatonin to help you sleep. So there's that. Monk fruit, that's a big fruit that people have been talking about lately that you can use for, like if they want to try to be vegan, go vegan. Sometimes monk fruit is one of the foods they use with that. And then delivery services like Uber Eats and, vegan keto. Look at there. Look at this one. There's a 12,000 searches a month on vegan keto. It's grown, look at that, 146, well, 1,466% vegan keto. That's something that if anybody of you out there that does keto, you could probably do a whole channel around that, but certainly several videos about that. And look at some of the other things that are here. And this is under foods. But another big one right now is oat milk. And look, right here it says oat milk is an exploding topic. It has grown 356%. I'm going to have to check into oat milk. I'm going to write that down. I missed that when I came through here the first time. And then look over here, Zocop, kitchenware brand specializing in electronic stuff. Look how much they've grown. So this is a regular topic, but they've grown a lot. But the oat milk is exploding. Butcher box and air fryer chicken are exploding topics. Look at the growth there. So these are just some things we could consider. And then meal kits. So you've been seeing lots of ads about these meal kits, home, what is it? Home delivery or home fresh or something like that. You can buy them at Kroger, but you can also get them delivered. They're very good. And there's lots of, talk about those. So there's that. I'm going to try to go back to, so let's see, let's type in fried chicken. See what happens. No search, no result for that. Homemade vinegar. No search for that. Herbal tea. So one of the things that I found when I was checking this is that, it's limited here. You can't always find what you're looking for. But let's do low-fat diet. So under low-fat diet, I got ketogenic diet. So we'll look up that. And so look how it says the ketogenic diet has peaked. This is the growth. And then look at the peaks that you've got right there. Oh, so now Karen says monk fruit is huge for keto baking. I didn't know that. Hey, Leah Rowe at Junker Necker. Good to have you with us. So yeah, so these are just some things to think about. And so now we typed in ketogenic diet and then look at some of the related searches. Ketology, whatever that is, keto, and then keto flu. So these are some other things just to think about. So now let me get back to Selma. And what am I supposed to be? So we're looking at the exploding topics now. We did that one. We looked at Google Trends. Okay, so then the other thing I did, because I was looking for biscuits, was I went to Google search and I just typed in how to make biscuits and then look at all of the results that I got up and then look at all the different biscuit recipes and that kind of thing that popped up. Now over here on the right is this keywords everywhere. And again, you have to pay for that. I don't know how this popped up for me. I got my new computer and when I got it all set up, this keywords everywhere popped up, but I'm not paying for that right now. So I haven't tried to download anything or try to use anything here yet. So not sure why this is here now, but we'll look at it in just a second. But look at the different titles that are here. So one of the other things, oh gosh, yes. One of the other things that I learned yesterday from the YouTube conference was how to find good title ideas, like how to write your title and that it's good. And one of the things they suggested was go to Google and look at vlog titles or article titles. So look at all these different titles on biscuits that you could consider using or tweaking for some of your own things. And so where this one says easy homemade biscuits, sugar spun run, whatever, that's probably a channel. But maybe I might do easy homemade peach pie or easy homemade buttermilk biscuits or easy homemade beef stew. So you could just kind of use the title formulas for your own titles, but that was an aside there. But look at all the different titles that I've got there. The other thing that I'm looking at is look at some of them, the age. This one is from 2018. This one, it doesn't tell me, but these are YouTube videos here. 2018, 2019, 2020, how to make basic biscuits, easy, classic homemade biscuits. Now this one, In the Kitchen with Matt, he's got a lot of subscribers and he had a lot of views on that video. And then here's more biscuit recipes, best homemade biscuits. So maybe I might try to do a title like that, biscuit recipe, best homemade buttermilk biscuits. So that was just something that I learned. But again, look at all of these that are there. So there is that. All right. So now that we'll look over here at this keywords everywhere. And this is the trend data for how to make biscuits globally. And they've given us like different time frames to consider. And then look. This is 2018 to 2020, and look how it is peaked again in March in 2020 when the lockdown started in March in most places, and it's come down now, but it's still pretty up. So January 2021, and this is only January 3rd, look, it is still up right there. So there's that. Here's some related keyword searches: how to make biscuits without milk, how to make biscuits without baking powder, that kind of thing. I'm going to have to take a screenshot of this because I'm liking all of these different topics. Drop biscuits, flaky biscuit recipe, how to make biscuits with flour, water, and oil, how to make biscuits and gravy, that kind of thing. So there's some thoughts there. And then I came over to YouTube and actually searched it. And then this is what I found on YouTube. And look at the number of views she's had, but look how many years ago it was. And then look at the number of subscribers. This person has 108,000 subscribers. They've got 766,000 views in 2 years. but you would expect them to have a lot. They got a lot of folks. This one, and I like her channel. I've looked at many things that she's done. She's got 966,000 subscribers, and so she's got a good number of views on that. So that makes a difference. And then notice this is what year? 2 years ago, 2 years ago, 7 years ago. And look how many views. So that's something to consider, because YouTube is all about freshness. So they do want you to have video ideas that are fresh and new. So there could be some space for me in this market, because most of these are 2 to 5 years ago, if not longer. There's a Martha Stewart one on here that's 12 years old. So I don't see very many that are less than a year old. So there's certainly room here for me. Now, Her Healthy Home, who is on with us right now, look what popped up though. And I've forgotten what her name is, but at Her Healthy Home, her newest video, canning strawberry vinegar, did pop up under for this particular search. And you know what, Her Healthy Home, while I'm thinking about this is off topic, but you know, Lisa Sutton at Sutton Days is having this collaboration with a bunch of other people, and they're calling January Canuary. I think if I were you, I would consider using that phrase Canuary and hashtag Canuary to just kind of jump in on that trending topic. You're not a part of their collab, but you might be able to siphon a little bit of their views too. So consider that. But again, look at more biscuit recipes. Oh, here's Peggy and Don. Oh, I love them. This was a week ago. Oh, that's a butter cake. So these really are not, all of these are not biscuits, but some of them are similar. So again, you can kind of see what popped up. There's Mary from Mary's Nest. She had some kind of hardtack biscuits and other things. These simple biscuits looks like cookies to me. So I'm wondering if this is someone from the UK, because those look like what we call cookies, but the UK calls them biscuits. So there's that. So there was that. So I think I've shown you guys the different things that I wanted to show you in regards to that. So how you can use those same things to make a video for yourself. So make sure I got everything covered. Oh, one of the other trends that Salma talked about had to do, oh, let me come back to stop. Here. Okay. There we go. So one of the other trends that Salma talked about in the home office or ergonomic trend was, like I said, furniture, equipment, and office. But one of the other exploding topics that popped up under home, because I wanted to see what was trending in homemaking, homekeeping, that kind of thing. And what I saw pop up was video doorbells. So video doorbells. Now, here's the thing. How many people have those Ring doorbells? Lots of people have those Ring doorbells or some other kind. So I could certainly see where if you're doing a lifestyle channel, you're doing a cozy home, something like that, you could talk about home security at one point and do a video related to those video doorbells. And maybe you've got an affiliate link or an Amazon link or something in your description box where you talk about those. But I thought that was one of the trends that are going on. So who already has a video doorbell? Tell me in the comment section. I'd be interested to know. And Cal, you're so funny. Cal always says if it's not in the box, she can't cook it. And her husband is gone, so she doesn't have to worry about cooking too much anymore. So, you know, so yeah, that is one thing that you don't have to worry about right now. But still, You are worth cooking for. Okay. Sandy said her and her mom did an easy biscuit making video a month or so ago. How did it work, Sandy? How did it work for you? Let me know. So Gigi Gladys says she has a ring bell. She likes it. And then Sandy says she has one. She likes it. Can you guys figure out a way that you can make this work for you? A video related to that? Sister Cousin's Lifestyle. I should think, Sandy, you should be able to figure out how you could do something with that. Gladys, you're talking about home decor, so I don't know if you can figure out a way to get that, to make that relevant for your channel, unless you talk about how it's nice and sleek and it's not obtrusive, and you really can't really notice it and how it looks on the front porch. I don't know. There should be a way that you can kind of figure that out. And Kimberly said she's got one. So not too many. So a lot of people have one. Cal said she doesn't have one, but quite a few people do. So Sandy said their biscuit video didn't do too well, but they had fun making it. Okay. Well, let me just ask you this, take a look at your SEO, take a look at your titles, your thumbnails, that kind of thing. Do you typically do cooking? Not sure. Maybe take a look at your analytics to try to find out why it didn't go well, that kind of thing. Okay. Yes, I have one. My husband got one for our house a couple of years ago. And and I like it. It's like you can look through it and I can kind of see if someone's on the porch or whatever. Now, the thing I don't like about it, let's say I had been shopping and I was going to come home and I was going to sneak something in the front door, sneak something in the house, and not let him see it. Well, if the video triggers, he can kind of see me bringing stuff in the house. So it's like, well, I can't sneak stuff in unless I just pull into the garage and then unload it in the garage. Then you can't see it. How ridiculous is that? I'm a grown ass woman. Why am I sneaking stuff in the house? And I like my Ring doorbell. Clarissa said she likes hers too. So yes. So there's that. Let's see. What else did I have on my notes that I wanted to make sure we talked about? But like I said, I have a ring light. Well, I do have a ring light, but I have a Ring video doorbell. I never once thought about doing a video where I reviewed it. But it makes perfect sense for me on homekeeping and homemaking. Makes perfect sense. I know Cal's laughing at me. And so is Mari. Yes. That is funny. You wouldn't think that, like I said, and the only time I do that is when I know I've overextended my budget. When I know that I've extended my discretionary funds, it's like, okay, Denise, you shouldn't have done this. So then I'm kind of sneaking things in and hiding them from myself. Okay. Nana says, use your mobile app to snooze the notification. Oh, hadn't thought about that. And then, yes, UPS, they'll come, they'll ring the bell, and then they'll leave the things on the porch, that kind of thing. So, okay. So there's that. So again, another question for those of you that have lifestyle channels, and if you do any cooking at all, do you have an air fryer, an Instant Pot, a Ninja Foodie, anything like that? Is there something you can consider doing with those around a video? And let's see. So again, cookware products, there's a lot of people that are talking about healthy meals, pantry cooking. As a matter of fact, Lisa Sutton at Sutton's Days is holding her annual pantry project challenge, where she encourages you to come up with a pantry challenge of your own, where you eat from your pantry and you figure out, are you just going to buy perishables or what? So that's something to think about. So I've got some pantry meal videos that I've got coming up, but those are some things to think about. Yes, it is. So I was really pretty impressed by Salma's video, and I hope the things that I've shared with you has let you know what a great video it is. It is jam-packed with information, and I really encourage you to go to her channel and look at the video yourself, because of course she explains everything much better than I do, and she gives you some other tips. She's got a whole wealth of videos that are really, really targeted to help you grow your YouTube channel. So you will really enjoy her. As a matter of fact, we looked at one of her videos a couple of weeks ago, and Mary at Rocky Mountain Garden said it was one of the best videos we've looked at for our video assignment. So do check out Salma Jafri. She is all that. So now Crafty Nana says, is there a way to find out which DIYs are trending? So that's a good question. I don't know. As a matter of fact, I was talking with my sister about that very thing. Let's look. Let's just try to look. So I have to share screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. We'll go here to Google Trends, and I'm going to back up to, let's get a new search term, and we'll try DIY products. Let's try that. So here I've got DIY products, and the popped up DIY products, hardware store, Home Depot, etc. I don't think that's what we want, but let's just see what happens. So under DIY products, which really exploded in March and April, because again, that's when the lockdown started, and you can see it kind of peaked off and on. It's down right now because most of some things you can find. Medical treatment, surgical masks, spa topics, cleaners, deodorant, that kind of thing. Related topics include DIY beauty products and DIY cleaning products. Those are always huge. Now let's see what's on the next page for this. DIY for what? Mode, shelf, herb, vegetable DIY, Etsy, different kind of things like that. Other things. Yes, I'm sharing the screen. This is supposed to be sharing. Let me see if I'm doing it or not. Share. Chrome tab. Share. Are you guys seeing it? Okay. Let me try it again. Share screen. Share. Chrome tab. Share. Oh, I have to pick one. There. There we go. Sorry, guys. Okay. I didn't click one button. So, okay, I'm going to back up now so that you can see what I did. Sorry about that. So I had bread making here. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to add a new search term, and we're going to do DIY products. And then what pops up is you can see how DIY stuff is peaking, and it's down a little bit, but it's still up. And look what they show: medical treatment, surgical mask, spa, cleaner, deodorant types. We'll see what else is on the next page. Mold and fungus, shelf topic, herb, vegetable, Etsy, hair stuff, moisturizers, just more stuff. So those are the different things under related topics. But over here, related queries, DIY beauty products, DIY cleaning products. So now let's be more specific. What could I put in besides DIY? Let's do DIY crafts. Let's try that. Craft products. I don't get anything from that one. What's a term that I could put in? What's a craft product that I could put in? Let's see. I'll just do craft products and see what happens. So under craft products, we've got box, skincare, hairstyling. I'm still not getting it. So you guys are going to have to give me a term that I can use. Let's go with adhesive. Okay, Dollar Tree crafts. Okay. Okay, so Dollar Tree crafts, we can kind of see how they're trending here. They went up really much. Look how high they went up in November. So it's down a little bit right now. So look at the different things that you can see. Dollar General, Spring Tray, Metal, Cricket, Doll, Gnome, Mythical Creature, Dice, St. Patrick's Day, which is coming up, and then other things there. Look over here under related queries. Dollar Tree Crafts 2020, Dollar Tree Pizza Pan Crafts, Dollar Tree Christmas Crafts, Dollar Tree Fall Crafts 2020, Hobby Lobby. Let's look at Hobby Lobby crafts are up 400%. Let's click on that one and see what happens. We clicked on Hobby Lobby and yarn topic and just other stuff. Okay, let's try oops. Let's see how this works. So under felt crafts, we've got Valentine's Day, handicraft, textile, Hobby Lobby, toddler, and then felt crafts for kids. So we're not getting the best things up there. Let's try beading and see what happens. Looks like it takes a little bit of searching. Oh, beading. So we're going to go with beadwork. We'll see that. We'll see what happens there. Well, beading, cord, there's different types of beads there that you can see. Macrame, elasticity, farmhouse, cross stitch, jewelry design. Other things related to that. Let's try quilting. Looks like that's taken off. You can see how that's doing nicely there. And under quilting, you see brother, a sewing machine, measurements and sewing machine needles and patchwork and senior topics and other things over there. precision quilting tools, tension, physics, bobbin. So there's all different kind of things that are there. So now this is that exploding topics, which I had not heard of before. But let's see if we put in beading and see what happens. We're not getting anything for beading. Let's try quilting. One of the things that I discovered about this exploding topics is that it's fairly new. So there's a lot of topics they don't have anything in here about just yet. So you can like add a topic for them. Let's put in yarn. Okay, there's yarn. So under, oh my, under yarn. Oh, now there's an acronym, which we're not looking for, but yarn is up 4,500,000%. And so this yarn stuff, though, they're looking at business related stuff. And that's not what we were looking for. That didn't come up with what we were looking for, but that's just a way to use it. So does this make sense for you guys? Oh, and then we go over to YouTube, and we already looked at YouTube. So if we look up DIY crafts, we can see how many months ago something was posted. We can see 15 things to do when you're bored and stuck at home. So quarantine crafts, that's huge right there. Creative DIYs and crafts. Home ideas for 32 cheap DIY crafts to decorate your apartment. There's lots of DIY things that you could do regarding, let's do DIY facial. There's DIY facial at home, DIY facial cleanser. So look at all these different topics that are here. So facial scrub, facial serum, facial moisturizer. These are all DIY things that you could consider making videos about if you're in the DIY genre. It doesn't just have to be crafts unless that's just your thing. But DIY facial steaming at home. I got a little facial steamer and I'm going to try that. DIY facial massage, those kinds of things. Let's do beading. So here it shows you how to do beading for different things. And again, this one, it gives you the number of, this one has 127,000 views and 33,000 subscribers. So again, the views way outnumber the number of subscribers that this person has. So that's a great topic, obviously. And this has just been a year. So how to make a DIY beaded stretch cord bracelet. Let's see, we want to look for a small one. So this one has DIY beaded bead earrings. They've got 60,000 subscribers. They've had over 177,000 views. So does this make sense for you guys? Okay, I think we've looked at everything. So now we're going to stop sharing. I'm going to come back here. There I am. So tell me, what strategy have you guys gleaned from what we've talked about tonight that you can use to make improvements, to grow your YouTube channel for 2021? Tell me in the chat box, what are some things that you can do to improve? I'm definitely going to go through Salma's video again. I'm going to take some more notes, and then I'm going to figure out a better way to use that exploding topics. And I'm going to write down that list from Keywords Everywhere, because since I'm not subscribed to that, I can't click on any of them to check it. Otherwise, I'll have to like buy some credits or something like that. But it was interesting. So they all look like great, great tools. So I felt it was very helpful for me. So please watch Salma's video so that you can get everything firsthand. And the video was only about 23 minutes long, and she makes it so clear, and she goes through it at a nice slow pace. So you shouldn't have any problem understanding what she's talking about. So now I've asked you guys the question of the day, which is, what YouTube strategy are you going to implement from what we've talked about today to level up by 1%? The other thing that I want to ask you, as I always do each week, and this quote is from Peter Drucker, but Sean always says it to us, is, what do you need to stop? No, what do you need to start? What do you need to stop? And what do you need to continue? Think about think about those things as you make your YouTube plans for 2021. I've got my calendar out, and I've been working on things, trying to put together my plans, not just making a list of the videos I want to make, but I'm going to try to be more specific and actually put down the dates that I want to make them, to actually do the filming, and then when I can do the editing, and then when I can get them uploaded, because I can plan to upload something tomorrow, but I got to have planned some time in to film it and edit it and that kind of thing. So think about that. Buckeye Girls and Reese just jumped on. Hey. So, hey, how you doing? And yeah, so it looks like we've got some really good information that we can go from. Now, if you're looking for open advice and collaboration information, I've got the updates in the description box below already. I only got in one new one, and that was from Creating with Miss K. And so I've got that one in on the list. I did check the DIY Mommy, and her new information is not out yet. Also, I did note that the Mastermind Influencers team do have their new Mastermind videos up. I did see that they're up. I have not looked at any of them yet because I'm still kind of getting back into the swing of things. But just wanted to let you guys know that 2021 is going to be our year. We're going to do this thing in 2021. All right. So Mary said she needs to start being more personal on her videos. She was very reluctant to reveal much personal information when she started. Well, tell me what you mean, Mary, because there's only so much personal. I mean, what do you mean by that? Because, I try to be personal, but I don't feel like I reveal too much stuff for all the crazies. So tell me what you mean by that. Oh, Buckeye Girls. She said her first time in the influencer collab. Well, welcome. I thought I saw, when I was kind of flipping through, checking out some of the different ones, I happened to come across Grandma Sandy's, and for some reason this picture was popping up. I thought, well, I wonder who that is. So now when I'm looking at this one, I see it's you. So you were in the collaboration this time. Okay. Well, cool. And also, I wanted to give a thank you to Crafty Nana 6200 for giving me such a kind shout out. I really appreciate that. She gave me a real nice shout out in her 2020 recap video. So I appreciate that as well. And then Healthy Living with Wendy is greeting us. So, hey, Wendy, we're just about ready to wrap things up. Do catch the replay. I thought we had some good conversation today. And okay. You know what, Mary, I get that, not having revealed your last name or even the town you live in. And you don't have to do that. You really don't have to do that. You can just talk about yourself and your family, and just your first name is all that people really need to know. For me, my last name is in my YouTube channel. And You know, I won't say I'm a public figure, but when I was working at the university, our names and faces and all that was published. So it's like I'm not that worried about that, but I don't reveal what city I live in too much. I mean, every now and then I might say, "Oh, I live here or there, or I live in Indiana," but yeah, I get it. I get it. Uh, oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Nana. I appreciate it. And then here is one of my accountability partners, Rebecca, jumping on just as we're getting ready to jump off. Hey, Rebecca, it's good to see you. I'll be checking in with you in the morning at 7 a.m. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. And it's 7 a.m. my time, and it's 6 a.m. her time. We have a call. And it's like, oh, so I better go to bed tonight. All right, ladies. So I think we've covered all of our business. Like I said, the updates on Open Advice and Collabs is in the description box, so you can check that out. And so Mary, Darcy is saying not the town, but maybe you could share just the state. Buckeye Girl says her last name no one can say or spell. And let's see. And Blue Skies, my sister Blue Skies is on. You don't want to reveal too much info. And you're right, Mary, you don't want to do that. What is today? Oh, today is Sunday. Oh, you're right, Rebecca. Tuesday will connect. Today is Sunday. I was thinking today was Monday. Duh. I need to go to bed. All right, ladies and gents, I think we've covered everything we were going to cover tonight. Do take a look at the video, Salma Jafri's video. It is in the description box. It is amazing. You will not be disappointed. And as I said, if you've got any other questions or comments, let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Good night. And then Blue Sky says, you never know who is watching your channel. So she's really very conservative and very private. And so as I told you guys, it is because of her that I got the P.O. box. So yes. All right. So Clarissa, thanks for everything. Have a nice week. I will see you guys all next week. Good night, ladies.